Let me introduce you to Danielle. Danielle is a biologist interested in whale abundance, meaning she counts whales. And counting whales can be quite a challenge. Since they live in the ocean and are widely distributed, traditional methods to estimate animal abundance, like visual observations and physical capture, are not necessarily the most suitable. Thankfully, there's something special about whales that Danielle can use to her advantage, which is the sounds they make. By using a method called passive acoustic monitoring density estimation, Danielle can estimate the number of whales in a given area by counting their calls. To do this, Danielle uses sensors to record and count the number of calls detected, which then multiplied and divided by the right numbers gives her an estimate of animal density. For her latest project, Danielle wanted to compare the number of whales in the south and north regions of an island. To achieve this, she deployed sensors in both places and counted the number of calls. In the south, she counted 1,000 calls, and in the north, she counted 3,000 calls, 3 times more than in the south. At first, Danielle thought whales were 3 times more abundant in the north than in the south. But before she jumped to that conclusion, she looked into 3 other very important factors: false positive detections, which are detected sounds that were not made by the whale; Q rates, which is the number of sounds produced per animal per unit of time; and detectability, which refers to the ability to detect the sounds whales produce. Danielle knew that false positive detections and Q rates were the same in both places, so she paid closer attention to detectability. Since many calls can be missed in the recordings, either because they are far from the sensors or because ambient noise masks them, she looked into the environmental characteristics of both regions. While doing so, she discovered that the south is quite windy and has a lot of ship traffic, while the north is much calmer, with less wind and boat activity, meaning the south has a lot more background noise than the north. And so, by using sound propagation models, Danielle concluded that sensors in the south only effectively detected calls produced within an area of about 10 square kilometers, while the sensors in the north did so within about 60 square kilometers. And so it looks like there are actually twice as many whales in the south than in the north. It's a case to say that what you see, or in this case what you hear, is not always what you get. So remember, before comparing the number of detected calls across different locations, or years, or seasons, you should always consider detectability.